DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Are you ready? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Are we ever ready? I don't know.
This will be fun.
All right.
I mean, it won't be as painful as it sounded on paper. This will be fun. Good evening, everyone. This is a very special Tuesday Night with Ben Stowe coming to you live. Well, we're live. By the time they see it, it won't be live. But we're at...
I'm alive.
You are. You smell funky, but that's because you've been up for like 24 hours almost.
At least.
Once again.
Yeah, and some of our crew has actually been up longer
than that. So
when you start to think about the time change, I was up at 2:30 Central, so that's basically the same as midnight here. And we're well past 9 o'clock here.
We're getting going.
Gosh, I'll tell you, I'm looking out at some tired faces from some of our crew here. Long travel day. This will be exciting. I'm kind of interested to see. You're going to get it raw and plain here today, I'll tell you what.
So what we're going to be doing here, this is the kind of our pre-show event we're going to be doing before NAMM. We're going to be doing you've heard of the Newlywed Game. Well, this is the Newly Ben game we're going to be doing tonight, where we're going to find out exactly who among Ben's staff here knows the most about Ben Stowe. And we'll be getting to that in just a couple of minutes. We'll get them all over here and get that going. But NAMM's about ready to kick off. All the gear we've been talking about, we're going to get to see it tomorrow.
And all the gear we haven't been able to talk about.
We're going to get to see it tomorrow. I got to see some of it already today.
Yeah, and there's some stuff that even though we've seen, we're still not allowed to talk about. So kind of waiting for those embargoes to lift, but we might just have the camera slip a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. And you guys can go out and check out Katie's Facebook page. We've put the link there. We'll put the link down below this video. Go check that out, because she's got a lot of the live feeds that we did at NAMM 2018, and of course we've got it on our channel and the NLFX. So you probably have things. You might even have some things on your own personal channels that Kat put up there.
I might have a few things on my page, but yeah, Katie's definitely going to have the live broadcast from the booth, and we don't know how much Katie knows about me yet. We'll find out.
That's what we're going to find out.
But she knows a lot about product, and she knows a lot about DJs. So do check out her feeds, even if she completely bombs it in this game, because that's a distinct.
Yeah, she may bomb in a game and such. But that's okay. We still appreciate all the work she's going to be.
We'll see. I don't want to count her out, though.
That's true. She could come on strong.
And we got a couple rookies who literally have been with the company. I think pretty much their first day was getting on the plane. So.
Well, it's time now. We did that. Links. We're going to have a lot of links down below. You guys go check those out, because that's going to take you to different pages and such, and that'll get you caught up on all the cool stuff that happened between the recording of this and when you see this. But we need to meet the staff. Let's meet everybody and get our game going so we can get these people to bed. They're looking tired.
They do look pretty rough. I've said before how much I love the character of this company. We're a great bunch. And I mean, to be willing to come out and do this, I think when everybody obviously is just so tired, long travel day, they're just such a special bunch of people. And I really do love being able to travel with them. So how do you want to do this? Do we want to just kind of go around and introduce them? Do you want to bring them up here?
Yeah, we need them to come on up here, because we're going to end up all up here.
How should we do this? In order of seniority with the company?
Yeah, we should. We should bring in the most senior member of your staff, because they're probably odds-on favorite going to win this competition.
Well, now that's two different answers. So we'll bring them in by seniority with the company. How about that? All right.
Let's go with that.
So that would be our marketing director, Kat Carlson.
Come on, Kat. Yeah.
Going on 15 years with the company. So here we have, ladies and gentlemen, audience, please. Kat Carlson.
Wow, they are live out there.
Let's see, Linnea, you would be second most. Oh,
you can come on. This will be fun. This will be fun.
She's like Wilson on Tool Time. Where so. I guess she's playing by proxy.
She'll be off.
You'll see her eyes, but that's it. So anyway, Linnea's here. She's real. She really does exist, but she's not feeling the camera thing after a 27-hour day. Can't imagine why.
I don't know why.
Let's see. That brings us to Katie, who has been with the company a little over a year, and obviously has been in the industry longer, but making some big strides in our industry with us. So there's Katie. Yep. Audience, please. Woo!
Lene's going to be the only one in the audience to clap for all of you in just a few moments.
You know, that she's just have to bring her A game for clapping. So.
Have to bring it.
And she's the ringer. You know she's going to win this thing, right?
She probably will.
Yeah. She does so much in the office. She's such, we call her the rock star because it just, you know, literally all roads kind of seem to go through Linnea. She is such a integral part in everything that happens in the company. She's probably got a lot of good information here, so we'll see. I don't know.
We'll find out.
And now we have a three-way tie because we have three brand new rookies that I'm super excited about. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do this one in order of seniority in the industry.
Okay.
Because we have an industry veteran of 27 or 8 years with the previous company who's brand new to our team. So, Vicky, that would be you. Come on up here.
Vicky.
Crowd, please. Crowd, please. Yeah. So we're super excited that Vicky's joining the team, bringing obviously a depth of experience and continuity, but very much has a youthful heart too. We love having her. She fits in great. It's already been a lot of fun, and the trip's just getting started. And now this is really in no particular order. I'm just going to go with which one of you is closer. Also brand new to the team, we have Evan. And rounding out our rookie crew here, who I guess I could have done this. You had 3 years of experience at another sound, lighting, and music store, and is also a certified instrument repair tech.
Wow.
That's of note. David.
Come on up, David.
Nah, you know what? It's at this late hour. Let's just get this over with.
Okay, so we're going to get to our game tonight. What we're going to be doing is everyone of Ben's team and Ben have a marker and a notebook. And what I'm going to be doing is asking or giving them a question, and they will answer the question on their tablet, and they can't see what Ben's going to do, so Ben's going to have to kind of hide it over on the side here. And then we're going to compare answers and keep track of who has the most correct or the nearest correct answers. And Ben, there's going to be some times where no one's correct, so we're going to have to kind of give points as needed. We're going to kind of call this like horseshoes. If they get close, you know.
No, there's no moral victories.
This isn't, okay, fine. Ben's going to be playing hardcore. You have to. So we're going to get into our game of hang on a second, our newly Ben game. This will be fun.
Who thinks of this stuff?
I know. We're going to, in post, we're going to have this, unless we had Linnea over there. Okay. Oh, boy. All right, for our first question. Our first question is, when Ben gets a phone call, what word or phrase would Ben use when he is happily excited about something? If Ben gets a phone call and he's happy about the news on the other end of that line, what word or phrase would he use to show his excitement about that something? Give you a few seconds here.
I don't even know the answer.
Come on. You've got to come up with something.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't going to ask for those viewers of the regular Tuesday Night with Ben Stowe show, if I would have said what was one of Ben's, most common phrases, you guys know exactly what that would be.
Yeah,
that's an easy one. But this is a little more difficult, so I'm actually, some of them jumped on this really quick.
Everybody started writing really fast.
Maybe, this game kind of is based around you actually writing something, so maybe we better. Okay.
Maybe after being up for greater than 20 hours, it's just hard to be excited.
No, you did well, in kind of a generic, plain kind of way.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Okay. So once again, our question was, if Ben gets a call or something and he's very excited and he's very fired up about something and he happily responds to it, what word or phrase would he use? So let's go through and see what we have. Kat, what do you have for us?
I've heard it way too many times.
That's
great.
I've heard that one too a few times. What were you thinking?
don't
Okay.
know.
Katie.
When he answers the phone and he's excited about who's on the other end.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, that sounds good. Vicky, what do you got?
I put way to go team.
Way to go, team. That would be something that a good boss would say.
I don't know, but he kicks his foot backwards.
I don't know, but he kicks his foot backwards.
I just put fantastic.
Fantastic. We've got actually some good answers. Delaney, did you write anything down for us yet, or?
No, but he doesn't say anything. Usually he dances.
He dances. Oh, so we have. So Ben, what did you write down? Ben wrote down awesome.
They're probably right. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah. So does anyone get close with this round? We don't award any points. Okay, fine. That was actually really good.
You like that?
That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so round 1, we have no points because Ben doesn't understand. Our second one.
Or you could give them all a point.
Oh.
Because I think they're probably all right.
If Ben were going to dress up for Halloween as a non-Star Wars character, what character would he dress up as? It can't be a Star Wars character. If Ben were going to dress up for Halloween as a non-Star Wars character, what character would he dress up as? For those guys new on the end, they're going to struggle a little bit more with these questions.
I'm struggling with this one. I'm going off of old pictures on mine.
Okay. Everyone have their answer down? Okay, let's start. Kat, what do we have?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Because I have one from a couple of Halloweens ago.
Oh, Iron Man.
Because I stole my son's mask.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Counts.
Katie, what do you got?
He would be a king because he enjoys being the king.
Ooh, that sounds like a yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. I could see. There's some thought behind this. These are doing really well, guys.
Jules from Pulp Fiction.
Jules from Pulp Fiction. That's
I put hair band guitarist.
hairband guitarist. That one I could see too. I could actually see that one probably almost better than Ben. What do you have for an answer?
I want you to reach in that bag and grab my wallet. Never mind. Jules. No, you know what? So I guess I went with historical context here because this is the only one I could really remember having done that wasn't a Star Wars character, and it was actually a costume my mom sewed for me. We couldn't afford costumes, and she actually found some fabric and sewed this costume for me. So I went with the historical context. So this one's for you, Mom. So I'm Batman. I guess. You know, if you want to give out moral victory points, Kat had the only superhero.
She did. She had a superhero. So we'll give a Kat a point for that round.
Johnny Cash, though. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
There were some good answers there. Actually, really good answers there.
And ironically, Kat's wearing a Johnny Cash shirt. And we get, but
That was good. Continuing on. What was Ben's favorite cartoon character as a kid? What was Ben's favorite cartoon character as a kid? Now, this is probably going to be kind of a guess. What was Ben's favorite cartoon character as a kid? There were black and white cartoons back then.
True.
we got color TV when I was in my childhood. So
There we go. Yeah. Nice.
oh, for goodness.
Oh, they're working, they're thinking, they're writing. Okay, I think we have our markers down. We'll start with Kat. What was Ben's favorite cartoon character as a kid?
He-Man.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Good.
Close. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Good.
Batman.
Batman. See, this is a thinking man down here.
I didn't look off of his, I swear.
They're thinking men down there.
Copying answers down there.
Ben, what did you have?
By the power of Grayskull, you're all wrong.
Scooby-Doo. That would have not been my guess either.
Have you seen the way I eat?
Yes, Shaggy. That would be Shaggy than Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, but Shaggy was kind of lost. I mean, Scooby was way cooler.
Okay, continuing on. This show's going so well. Kat's winning with a default 1 point.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I think if you're to ask them a company question, I think
they would do well. But
universal agreement on our commitment to the customers. So
well, that would be way too boring.
Yeah. All right.
If Ben could have any animal as a pet, any animal at all, what kind of animal or what animal would it be?
Oh man.
If Ben could have any animal as a pet.
Does it have to be real?
Yes, it has to be real. That would be really going because there would be no jackalopes.
I was thinking more like a Pegasus, but you know.
If Ben could have any animal as a pet, and Ben, you got to write an answer down now. You got to get it down. They're pretty much there.
It's so boring.
Oh my goodness. Kat, what do you have?
snake.
A snake.
Yes.
A snake. I see. Katie, what do you got?
A cat.
A cat.
I'm tired.
A dog. Good.
Lion.
A lion.
I'm sticking with the Batman theme.
Stick the bat. We've got to think.
Work out eventually.
All right, okay, it'll work it out. Okay, what is our answer?
Well, so I used to have a snake, actually. I had a boa constrictor, but I actually have this pet, and he's a fantastic companion. And so I guess there's really nothing exotic here or crazy. Cat. It's a cat. So now we've got a two-way tie here.
So we have points on the board. This is exciting. This is going to go down to that last point.
I don't know about the bat. I don't know about the bat thing. I mean, there's a difference between Batman and bats for pets.
Just a bit. Okay, our next question. If Ben were going to open a restaurant, what kind of food would he specialize in? If Ben were going to open a restaurant, what kind of food would he specialize in his restaurant? Kat, what do you have?
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes. I can see that.
Hi.
Pie.
Yes.
Meat.
Meat.
Specifically red.
Burgers.
Burgers.
I swear I didn't look off again, but this is the only thing.
Okay, what do we have? Barbecue.
Meat.
We'll go with meat. We'll go with meat. We'll go with meat. So we've got three.
And I do love milkshakes. I really do love milkshakes. But
So we got 3 points on the board so far. Our next question: if Ben could turn back time and become a professional athlete, what sport would he be a professional athlete in? If he could be turning back time and become a professional in any sport he wanted, what sport would he become a professional athlete in? The two guys on the end are writing fast on this one. You two we'll have to separate those who are just.
we are best friends for a reason.
Once again, the question is, if Ben could become a professional sport in any sport by turning back the hands of time, what sport would it be? Kat, what do we have?
Wrestling.
Wrestling?
I'm still writing.
Yep, go ahead.
Sumo wrestling.
Whoa.
Wrestler.
Wrestler. Wow.
Same.
Wow, wrestling across the board. What do we have?
So, 2 answers here because I wouldn't be a professional wrestler in the sense where that's essentially entertainment, but I was a competitive wrestler at the amateur levels. And unfortunately, there really, to my knowledge, is no professional wrestling that actually involves wrestling. So I put 2 answers because as a kid, I was actually not a bad baseball player, and I sort of thought, like many kids, that maybe I could be a professional baseball player. I was wrong, by the way. But so 2 answers, and I think everybody obviously has got it right. I had to go with baseball just because it was the only one you could be a pro in, but wrestling was clearly that was my. I think this surprises a lot of people, John. I'm pretty well known as a geek, and obviously, I mean, it's no secret that I really am a geek, but. It was wrestling that was going to get me into college, not my geekiness. So,
Not the knowledge.
yeah, the scholarship was for wrestling.
So we have, let's see, 1, 1, 1, and everyone, they've got 2. We're doing well. We are doing well.
We got 2, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah, yep. Okay, next one. If Ben could have a superpower, what would his superpower be? If Ben could have any superpower, what would that superpower be?
I really wish you were playing, Linnea.
If Ben could have a superpower. We've got just a couple more questions here. We'll start with... That's quite all right. This is what this is for. We'll start with the gentleman down here because they seem to...
I have seeing the future.
Seeing into the future. Oh, that's a...
To fly?
To fly.
Oh,
basic.
we copied this time.
To fly.
Batman.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is his superpower so far. So.
Dad jokes. And what is our answer that you came up with? If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I think if you could defy gravity, that would be fantastic. I struggle with this because I think they all be cool, but I would go with fly.
Fly. So we've got fly, a couple of fly. There we go. So We're doing well. 3.
Yeah.
She's got a lead there, a commanding lead almost.
Now, in fairness, just because Vicki is new to the company, again, she worked for another music store for 27 or 8 years, and she's known me about that long. So, you know.
Very nice, very nice. So she has an inside track here. So then she should know that, well, the next one will be a tough one. What chore around the house would Ben happily do? What household chore would Ben happily do around the house? I wish Cheyenne was here for this one.
Yeah.
Can we take it?
Yeah, it's way too late in Minnesota. Yeah. It is way too late. What chore around the house would Ben happily do? Okay, we've got Ben's answer down. Give the ladies a little bit more time. Guys, you got something? Yeah, we'll start down here.
I had not applicable.
I think that's what he was thinking when
Vacuuming.
vacuuming. Good, good, good.
I put dishes because I thought he was laughing about it the other day.
Oh, dishes.
That's the one thing I think of.
The laundry, and to cook. Oh, some good answers here. And there's some of them I actually know that you do. I've talked to you whilst after doing them.
I don't mind doing any of them, really. I mean, I guess I don't like them, but you know, but at the same time, I don't really. I mean, I actually kind of like to cook sometimes. I don't mind doing laundry, but I guess something I find myself doing. I don't know if it's either just out of necessity, you know, as my wife and I are both busy and we have kids, but I don't mind at all doing the dishes. Mostly because it just involves loading the dishwasher. So, you know, but I'm frequently doing that. If the dishwasher's clean, I'll put them away. If they're, you know, if the dishes are dirty, I'll put them in there. I guess I kind of do it fairly repetitively. So dishes is the
Dishes.
answer.
So
who else got dishes? Just you.
Just Vicky. So Vicky's at
she's
is that
a
4?
runaway.
She's got 4.
Run away with this thing.
We've got one more question. We'll ask that just so we have our who's, because we're actually trying to find out who's in last place right now is what we're after.
Yeah, Linnea says she's in last place. Yeah.
If Ben had a day to himself and money were no object, what would Ben do on that day? He has a day to himself, completely to himself, and money is no object. What would Ben do on that day?
I know what sounds good right now.
No, you're not going to go and take a nap over there. We're busy.
No, it's going to be over there.
No, that probably could be. So if Ben had one day to himself, money was no object, he could do anything he wanted, what would he do on that day? Did you write something down yet?
No.
It's really tough for, you know, you need to write something down before I go over there, because otherwise it's going to look like you were kind of, you know, getting ideas off the staff. And they're doing there's some really good, insightful answers there.
Yeah. It's really hard to pick one thing. You know, I love doing so many different things, and I think it really depends on my mood at that moment. I think that's one of the great things about it. You know, you might decide to do any number of things. They're all done writing, so I can talk, right? So.
I'm waiting to give it away.
Just keep going. Keep talking there, Sunshine. You'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to go.
And I'm all by myself. Nobody's with me.
Nobody's with you. Just
okay. And I can't have anybody with me.
It's a Ben Stowe day.
Okay, and I can't have anybody with me. All right.
Didn't think this was gonna be that tough.
Well, so here's the deal. Because I spend so much time on the road, and I'm with friends or I'm with myself, I think that if I had a day, I would probably want some family with me. I think that would be, when you say it has to be all alone, that really changes
the. Didn't say all alone. It was.
Oh, you said, well, all to myself. So
day to himself. Yeah. So it's your day.
And by the way, if you pro tip here, if you happen to be a workaholic dad and you happen to be flying away from your family, don't watch Goodbye Christopher Robin on the plane unless you want to try to not bawl your eyes out in front of the entire plane.
I did not download that video today.
Don't do
just
that.
For that
Yeah.
reason.
So,
yes, that did not look like a good one. So. Come on. Part of the game is, you know, having your answer. That is going to be part of our game.
It has to be just one thing? I do a lot of things in a day. Oh, so I can write a lot of things.
Oh, goodness. I suppose you could.
All right.
And you'd probably multitask and you'd do them all at the same time. I didn't think this was going to be that tough.
Way to go, John.
It's like, Ben is so decisive. Oh, what's that bright thing? Okay. Okay, we'll start down here because I think he actually might have something written yet.
Maybe.
Oh, I think
I have sleep and watch Star Wars.
I definitely would be in the running.
Yeah.
He gets a point
Fish.
for that.
I had to cross the rest of it out, but
Fish.
Fish.
He had the rest of it was with the kids, which would have been the.
I did have run away and relax with family, but then he said by yourself, so I said in the motorhome.
Yeah. Katie?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I totally got this one.
Okay.
Batman.
Good job. That is a great answer.
Work on his tractor.
If nothing else, they gave you some really good ideas over there.
Right. Yeah, I think they're all plausible answers. I think right now, of course, being tired, I'm thinking, yeah, sleep is something I would do. If the kids weren't around, I might just take a nap. But obviously, that would be short-lived. So I wrote down a few things because I doubt I would just do one thing in a day. I'm pretty sure I would fill the day with a few things. So my answers are read, probably watch some movies or some documentaries, and maybe go on a walk. And sometimes I like to just go out and walk. And see the world and try to look for things in the world that you aren't readily apparent. You get inspiration. You sort of see things in a way that maybe you don't every day by just occasionally being quiet and taking in what's around you.
Yeah.
So I like to seek inspiration from those places. But I think pretty much all of these are plausible answers.
Definitely plausible answers. My page just went away. Well, I think right now, let's total up our score. I don't think anyone had any of those answers, although you think you were awarding points as we went on that one.
Sleep and watch Star Wars has to, you have to give a point for that. I think sleep and watch Star Wars has to be awarded a point.
Okay, so we need to go through and total up and find out who our winner is, because yes, we do have prizes for our winner. So who had the most here?
Yeah, I think Vicky ran away with this.
Okay, so I will let you go award our champion. We picked up some chocolates there, some chocolate truffles.
Here you go. Congratulations, champion, and welcome to the team. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, welcome to the team. You're gonna make it formal,
Yeah, we had to make it look good. Make it look really good. And now, since you awarded a point for Star Wars and sleep, then that would mean that would be 2 points, and then on the end we have one sad on the end. So for our one on the other end, we have Milk Duds for being basically the one who got the
least amount of points.
Least amount of points.
Which was Evan, right?
Evan was.
All right. Oh, David had the least amount of points?
David did.
David had the least amount of points?
Yes, that's right. Evan had Star Wars.
He had fish.
Yeah. Oh, so
he had 2 points. And you have 2 points?
Wait a second. No. We have a tiebreaker question.
Go to me then.
We have a tiebreaker question. We're going to get the tiebreaker question.
Right, tiebreaker question.
The one that closest to this one, and this one will just be between the two gentlemen there. How many digits has Ben memorized pi to? Pi. 3.14 ... How many digits? The one of you that is the closest to what Ben has memorized it to.
We have to write it right out the actual digits.
No. You just have to tell. How many digits after the decimal point? So in my case, 3.14 is about it. So that would be 2 digits after. And he's writing it out to prove it. So how many guys are the one closest? Okay. Wow, this is the quickest one for you answering.
Well, you finally asked a geek question, for crying out loud.
Well, that one is pretty quick. Okay, gentlemen. How many digits?
I only put 4. I have low faith.
I put 10.
10. Okay, I think Katie's doing really well in this game for some reason.
And the rest of them didn't venture a guess, huh?
Well, there was between the two guys.
All right. Yeah. Well, I was just curious. So, it's 9.
So now we have our ultimate. And
so this goes to the ultimate loser.
Yes, that's the ultimate loser.
The man
they
of
get the duds.
The man of little faith.
The little faith.
The dud. All right.
Duds.
For the duds. All right.
Wouldn't it be Linnea because she didn't answer any?
Yeah.
Have more faith.
Well, thank you everyone for being with us and suffering through our game here tonight. The newly Ben game here at NAMM 2018. We'll be back next week with our regular shows at a regular time. We'll catch you on Tuesday nights,
Thank goodness.
9 o'clock Eastern. We'll be doing and talking about intelligent things, changing the world one piece of gear at a time. Hey, that could be a tagline.
I think, now this show is going to air after NAMM, but I think we should, this almost should have been done again after NAMM. Although, you know, ironically, one of our rookies was the winner. But it's going to be interesting to see what they learn about me over the course of the next 5 days.
You do realize they don't want to see you after they've been with you for the whole weekend.
I know this, yes.
They're going to want some time away. So
I know this.
Thank you guys for watching. Ben, thank you very much. And hopefully you guys can check out all those NAMM videos and the links down below. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. Thanks for watching.